Well, welcome to a very chilly episode of Dashing Cars. I've been meaning to do this project for a little bit, so Mitch, this one's for you, if you can't tell by the product placement going on here. So, the wonderful MeLe Design Company has provided the wagon with an Overland style setup. So this is going to be more of a universal kind of setup for overland vehicles, off-road vehicles, or really anything that just wants a cool battery mount with a good battery box. So I'm using the 900 series Odyssey battery, the PC925, if you're looking that up. And I wanted a good solution for the wagon. It's going to be a bigger battery. It's going to be more robust for off-road. It's going to always have the power of the juice if I have to go out in the trails and something's happening and I got a lot of battery draw. That was a great battery for me, and MeLe, of course, as always, provides the goods. So I've had this kind of sitting and resting in here, and I really hadn't done a mount for it yet. So that was really the problem. That's what I really needed to do, was I needed to build a mount for this. I didn't know where I wanted to put it. I couldn't tell if I wanted to recess it back in there. I was thinking about maybe cutting this back and setting it down in the hole there, but actually I've got a little bit of water intrusion that I need to fix in there, so I don't want to do that. So a good spot for me, I believe, is going to be right here, up out of the way, and with all the hardware, it'll make a nice place for the MeLe design to go, and it'll be out of the way for everything and give me plenty of room without taking up any cargo space. So in order to do that, I gotta pull this whole thing out, and I'm gonna actually reinforce it with some steel on the back side. So I put these rib nuts through the back, and that way it gives a good mounting position at the back. It's good and sturdy. I could probably do it with the plastic because it's pretty thick plastic here, but I don't want to just rely on that because there's a lot of weight that'll be up and down on that. So let me pull this thing out and we'll get it reinforced. So I had this extra plate. If you watch some of my videos, you know this is the old supercharger plate. One of the mock-ups I did in aluminum, and I think I cut it too short. Long story short, add some extra scrap aluminum. It's actually a piece of diamond plate aluminum, so it's a little bit thicker, a little more rigid. It should be great for mounting the battery up to. Now, MeLe provides you with rib nuts to put in here, but I don't have the correct actual rib nut puller size for it. But I did get this brand new tool that I've been dying to play with, this Astra 1442. I love rib nuts. I really have always wanted to use them. I finally bought a good tool so I can actually start doing it myself instead of doing it the other way. So what I did here is actually drilled out the hole size for the rib nut that they give you for the MeLe. But like I said, I didn't have that part, so I went with these M8s. And I have plenty of M8 bolts that'll fit in there just fine. So, let's see if I can try this one-handed. And there we go. Now you have a nice rib nut installation. Voila. I'll go ahead and do the other two mounting holes. They're actually down here. And I'll get that inside the car in a second. Alrighty, so I got the plate rib nutted up behind here. The battery mount that's provided by MeLe on here with a couple of M8 bolts going to there. So this will work. You can see I don't want all the weight pulling down on this trim, so what I'm going to do is put another rib nut actually in the body here, pull it, and then bolt it to the top of here. That way there's support on top of that also, because the battery is going to be a force up and down right there. So I'll pull it straight down, so I just want to make sure that on bumps and everything else I didn't try to pop the trim out and do all that other stuff, which I don't think it would because there's a lot. This is a pretty big size piece, but just to be safe, I'm going to do that as well. And the rib nut is in. I love this tool. It's so awesome. This makes it so handy. So I can bolt right through to that. Alright, so I went ahead and rerouted my power cable and my ground. I had to relocate my ground to a different spot, and I just kind of drilled this hole here. I'm probably going to fill that or grommet it in, but it's going to look kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and put the plastics back together and get this thing in. Put that retaining bolt up here that actually holds some of the weight away from everything. And I think it's going to be pretty good. I'll go ahead and tighten these down. I just want to make sure this thing's good and level. But yeah, we're getting really close. This is going to take a lot less time than I expected. So first, when I had this concept, I didn't expect it to be this rigid, but this is extremely stiff in here. Like I've got the bolts in the back. I've got the bolts up here to the top of the bracket. That is going to be look nice. I like that's good displayed and stuff, and I get all this cleaned up, and it'll be right here. And also, if I'm traveling, I actually have a cargo cover that comes here, and it covers up to here. So I can hide it when I'm traveling, so it won't be on display, but like when people ask me about it, it'll be right there for the whole world to see. And plus, it won't take up any more space over there where it was. So that'll be great for this whole cleanup effort, because I want to clean up this whole area, redo the whole area, and this is number 1 on the list. I really want to get this done, so I'm really, really excited about that. Thank you again, Mitch, MeLe Design Firm. You guys are the best. And the final touch. And put your retainer back in here at the bottom. In there just like that. And there we go. Beautiful MeLe mount. Mine is number 1654. And that's how you install it. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned back up. Get the panels back in here, but that's pretty much it. I'm super stoked. That looks way better than it did before. And it's a much better mount, much stronger mount, much safer mount. Got all the terminal here taped over just in case stuff's laying back here I don't want to hit and get the positive to catch on anything metal. I've got a breaker down the line. I actually would like to put a kill switch hidden in here somewhere as well. And I probably won't put that on video just so you don't steal my wagon. So don't do that. Anyway, that's enough of me. Enough of this. Fantastic mount. Great stuff, as always. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks to the MeLe team. Love you guys. See you guys soon.